No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we're in here tapped in with my man, TommyGunz. How you feeling?
Chilling like a villain, man. They know it's popping. The Fly Baby Mama's been tapping in. I'm feeling like myself today.
Hey, me and a lot of other people feel pretty strongly that you're basically destined, if things keep going well, if you keep pushing this line, if you keep going up, that you're going to be one of the biggest rappers out of Southern California. Although
Central California.
Central, okay, so you're far enough
Shout out
north.
to down south.
You're far enough north that it counts as Central California. So what's the dividing line?
The dividing line
is Bakersfield, right?
From Bakersfield all the ways up until Stockton. And we'll claim Stockton too.
You're gonna claim
Central Valley.
I feel like Stockton is Northern California though. Like we always refer to it as
past Stockton, yeah, but Stockton. Nah, my homies got family out there. They be going over there. That's still Central Valley. Stockton.
You're just trying to lock down Stockton because they're hot right now. You're like, no, we want to take credit for that shit too.
Shout out to J-Bo, man. That's who tapped in.
Hell yeah.
Cracking with the kid.
No, man. J-Bo's the GOAT right now. He's people always ask me, like, who's the hottest like rapper coming out of California? I'm like, unfortunately, he's 6 hours north of California. Wait, but so how far past Bakersfield are you?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. So that's why in my mind, you're still kind of Southern. But Palm Springs doesn't count as Southern California?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't hear of Palm Springs until I met Blanco 15.
Exactly, because you and him, I got introduced to you guys together through DJ Flip, and I figured that you guys were from the same place. And at first, when he did his interview,
because he has a P.
Well, I don't know. I just figured that you guys were together. You seemed like you were super tight. So like at first, when I met you guys, I was like telling Flip, I'm like, yo, I want to do an interview with them together. And he was like, yo, Tommy's like kind of trying to do his own thing because he feels like his story is like totally separate. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Hey, but everyone does be telling me that they think that we known each other for hella months, but little do they know we just met off the rap shit. Me, him, and P-Face all met at the same day in the same studio at the same time. They just put the camera on us, boom. And we went viral. Everyone was saying like, what? That fool's black, he's white, he's Mexican.
It feels like there's some kind of energy there, that you guys are all kind of coming up around the same time, doing things a little bit different
All around the same age.
Yeah. And,
like 20 years old.
I feel like it's cool to see DJ Flip because I've seen him experience a bunch of success during the SoundCloud era, and I've seen him just like keep grinding, and then to see him kind of like popping out and having a bunch of success with you guys is pretty dope.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to DJ Flip, man.
For sure. Okay, so tell me a little bit about where exactly you grew up and what it was like.
All right, it's like in the middle of, exactly the middle of California, right there in the middle of Fresno and Bakersfield. Everyone knows Fresno, everyone knows Bakersfield. So whenever I'm out here and I tell people where I'm from, I don't even say Pixley. I say, I'm from a place close to Bakersfield because I know when they hear Bakersfield, they're going to recognize it.
Right.
That's how small it is. If I just say Pixie, I'm going to have to waste 10 minutes explaining what the it is.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Hey, believe me, I'm from New Hampshire. So I always got to say, I'm like 45 minutes outside of Boston until a lot of people are like, oh, okay.
Then they get the area.
Kind of makes sense. All right,
Other than that, they'll be clueless.
Yeah, no. I mean, people are just clueless about like just different parts of California in general. Like if you're from LA, you ain't really thinking about outside LA too much. And so I kind of feel the same way for like all the major areas. Yeah,
because if I'm keeping it G, whenever me and my homies talk about LA, we consider like all of this LA. Like, you know how everybody be like the IE, the SGV, or whatever, the Valley and this and that? We just be saying LA, huh? As soon as we cross that grapevine, you're in LA too. We just be like LA.
Nah,
oh, you're in LA? We text you, oh, you're in LA? That could be anywhere.
But then dudes from LA are like, no, I'm not from LA. I'm from Watts. I'm from Compton.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm from Long Beach. Like all these places that like, if you're from not here, then you're kind of like lumping all these things together, you know?
I'm learning right now.
To the rest of the country, Snoop Dogg is a LA rapper.
Yeah.
He's from Long Beach, but who gives a he's a LA rapper as far as they're concerned.
That's true as fuck.
Even for me, I'm not like to me. Long Beach, it's too close. It's a half hour on the freeway. It's the same shit.
That's just nice out there too.
Oh yeah, super nice. Love Long Beach. But okay. So where you were growing up, though, like, would you describe it as like a nice place, or was it pretty run down from your earliest days?
Nah, that shit's small, man. That shit like if you search it up right now, you'll be shocked. The population like 3,000. Oh, shout out to Lush. That fool passed by my hood.
He did.
He said that after the mic check, he seen it. He was like, he was on his way to do some shit out there, and he was like, I'm gonna stop in Pixley. And he said he drove through there, and he was like, man, it looks crazy out there. Like,
yo, you are a hardcore Lush One supporter. I've noticed that because I was watching another interview with you, and you were showing him a bunch of love too.
That was a loke.
But I mean, he's gonna be so happy you said that. No, you say loke about a lot of stuff that is not literally loke related.
I'm glad you peeped that. Basically, check it out like this.
You call a lot of
all
things
the highlights,
loped
if you
out.
catch me lying and this and that. If I say I'm a loke, just don't even ask no more, because that's just my excuse to get out of anything.
It's only confusing though because you are black and from a Hispanic gang. So then when you start saying lokes and stuff, we start thinking like, oh, is he kind of talking in Crip language?
Oh, damn, I didn't even think about that. You know what I mean by that? Like I'm a loke, like loked out, like you young turned
crazy,
up. Yeah, just young and turned. Like I don't give a fuck.
No, I get it. But okay, so growing up out there though, like were both of your parents around, or what was the family dynamic like?
Nah, my family, like, everybody spread out differently. Like, my mom passed away, and then my dad dipped. I don't know. I just grew up with my grandma, basically. My grandma and my mom's best friend, she took care of me. I was fortunate enough to get swooped up by my mom's best friend that had kids with my real mom's nephew.
Really?
So all of her kids were my blood cousins, but she was not my real mom.
So your mom passed away at what age?
When I was 10.
When you were 10?
When I was 10 years old.
And did you guys have a really strong relationship before that?
I'd say hell yeah, but I got taken, from foster care. I was in foster care.
And then was your dad was your dad loked out? Because it sounds like
I don't even know. That was
if he just did.
Everyone be surprised that when I say I'm half black, half Mexican, they think my dad's black, but it's not. It's actually the opposite. My dad's don't speak no English.
Oh, really?
I never talked to my dad. How me and you are talking right now? I never talked to my dad like this before.
Are you serious?
What's cracking? What are you doing? Like, I never talked to that forever like
that. But wait, so you got a black mom and a dad who's a Mexican guy that can't speak English, but how the hell did they end up having a kid together?
I know everybody be wondering that.
Just
my
off
mom's
the bobs?
No, my mom's bilingual. My mom.
Oh, okay.
She speaks Spanish too. She used to work at the school.
Holy shit.
She was working at the school, so you gotta speak both languages.
Okay. So, but was like, would you consider yourself to have undergone like a huge amount of trauma when you were a young kid, losing your mom and your dad not being around, or were you generally like pretty content with being with your grandma?
It felt like so normal to me. I don't know why. It didn't start hitting until like around recently, I guess you say. Just not hitting, just the realization like that ain't normal.
Just because you were around so many other kids that were dealing with tough family situations as well.
That too, and just I didn't know it was like to the point where you're just a kid and you're so innocent, you just don't even know. You know what I mean?
No, there's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
I would never be like too sad about it or this and that.
So did you go through a lot of suffering in the transition from living with your mom to living with your grandma and her friend?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It felt so natural. I feel like my story ain't as sad as most people because I've been in foster care since I was 3 months, bro.
Really?
3 months old. So it wasn't like I got took from my mom and I was right there crying like, oh, my mom.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what the going on. You get me? I learned all this that I'm telling you when I was probably like 8.
But how do you end up in foster care at 3 months? Was your mom just kind of living a wild lifestyle? Yeah. Okay.
Type shit.
And so she was kind of going back and forth, like she would have you for a while.
Basically, foster care I was not supposed to be around her or whatever. But the lady that got me, her best friend, every summer, you know how you got 2 months off of school? She would be a G and drive me to Corcoran, and I would go see my mom for 2 months, and she'll drop me off. So I would live with my mom for 2 months. She'll take me to church. She'll be doing hella cool ass shit, like regular ass shit. And I just remember every time she would be mobbing around, she had like a big ass tank with her and shit. Cause she every time I would see her, she had those things in her nostrils. She was sick.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? So every time I would see her, it would just be kind of like weird. Like, I don't know. But I know she loved me because she would always be on my ass. She'd be capping on me like, or if I didn't listen to her and I would do something, she would lay on her bed and she couldn't really get up vicious. She had the tanks. She had a little BB gun. She would shoot my ass.
Are you serious?
Dead ass. Like I'll be like, she don't listen. I'll just feel like the little plastic ones though, shoot me in the ass. Boom. I feel that shit like, what the?
Holy shit, that's adapting right there. Like, well, I can't get up, so I got to do something. Like, you ever? There's an old Simpsons episode. You probably ain't seen the Simpsons like that. But he's got like a like to pick stuff up. He's got like the claw thing.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
It's kind of like that, but like the BB gun gets it done. Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.